Journalism, unlike other professions, is a hustle that requires one to work all the time. And for the married women, journalism becomes more challenging when it comes to balancing between family needs and job requirements. Having worked in the media for over 15 years now, Doreen Ndezi, the manager radio, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, can be described as a unique lady journalist. Doreen views journalism as a profession where you keep responding to events as they unfold, including agenda setting.
When you work in the media, you are especially like broadcasting. You cannot now come and do your stories and submit them maybe wherever you are. And the media means that you don't have any clear work schedule.
Ndezi has been able to accomplish all her assignments at work and also attend to her family in equal measure.
Me, what has kept me going is my husband has been supportive, and my children have grown up to understand that, mommy works in a media. So they've grown up knowing that in most cases, especially on public holidays, on resting days, that's when our work is hectic.
Having joined the then Uganda Television as a news reporter and as information officer way back in 1996, Doreen Ndezi has risen through the ranks to the top. She is now the manager radio at Uganda Broadcasting Corporation. Doreen attributes her ability to balance her job and family without hurting any to judiciousness, hardworking, teamwork, and knowing her responsibilities.
One value I put forward is that you listen. I was taught, and this is also a principle for all journalists, do more of listening than talking. Because when you overtalk, you don't get an opportunity to listen and appreciate information. So those are some of the principles, but also be a colleague. Have good teamwork. Nurture a good team around yourself. People who have negative energy, if you can avoid them, avoid them.
Broadcasting is an exhausting job. Some people end up losing their cool due to much pressure. But this is not the case with Doreen Ndezi. She maintains her tempo, the reason for her steady rise in the profession.
As human beings, we have different ways of managing our stress, but especially if you work in a media house, like broadcasting, we work long hours, and somehow I had an opportunity to work with UBC right from its inception. Actually, I started getting involved in managerial positions when UBC was established. And I think somehow it nurtured me into understanding that. And that time we were really very thin on ground, so we were working long hours, doing a lot of multitasking. So somehow I understood that if you lose your cool, then you want to do what you are supposed to do.
For the years she has been in the media, Doreen has mentored a number of journalists. She says integrity is number one principle if people are to believe in you. She says it is important to develop good relations, trust, and confidence, especially with family members, relatives, friends, and workmates.
When you enter a job, nobody comes up to sort of segregate and say, I'm mentoring ladies or I'm mentoring a gentleman. But professionally, along the way, if all of us were to follow what we learn in journalism schools, in media training institutions, I think we would all manage. Because in the media, number one, you have to have integrity. Because it's the integrity that will make you to do your job, because people have to believe in you. You must show high discipline.
Doreen advises fellow women journalists to devote their energies to service delivery, avoid bad company, and aim at making a difference all the time.
But to me, I believe women should be like any other person. Try at putting your best in whatever you are doing.
Having observed the women emancipation in Uganda and beyond, Doreen Daisy shares her views on Women's Day celebrations.
If we are living in a good world where everybody is appreciated as a human being, we wouldn't need to come up that we are celebrating anybody, because equal opportunities, equal rights, equal everything, access to resources and all that.
Doreen Daisy, who has seen it all as a journalist, having worked as a reporter / information officer, editor Radio Uganda, chief news editor UBC Television, TV programs manager, and now manager UBC Radio, urges all working women to be exemplary by endeavouring to attend to their family and work cautiously. Mutonyi Hilda, UBC News.